How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews back with yet another review. Imperial Black Ale, Dark IPA, a Cascadian Dark Ale. What do you want to call it? I don't know. Anyway, what I know about this beer is that it is dark. It's made by Carton, and there's some other stuff going on. Anyway, so yeah, we have School of Hops from Carton Brewing. So first off, let's dive into the can, see what it's about. Actually, first off, thank you, George. Beer dealer George got me this. His crazy beer friend Natalie from Jersey gave him a 4-pack, so he was kind enough to throw one off to me. So thank you very much, buddy. As far as what it says on this can, it says "Drink off the beaten craft." School Hops Imperial Black Ale, 8% alcohol on the nose. Let's see, Carton story time. It says here, the inspiration here is the childish adults and mature children becoming wiser through the fundamental genius of a power chord. The motley crew of Carton Brewing, the Happy Hour guys, the cast of School of Rock, and Sing for Hope all join together to make a powerful yet simple, hedonistic beer that would resonate with the rock that Dewey loves. Aromas invoke shiny black leather, cheap berry lip gloss, and aerosol hairspray, all laying on the driving rhythm of Americans' black ale's base. Proceeds for this beer will support Sing for Hope, drink School of Hops, because rock got no reason, rock got no rhyme. Happy Hour guys, I'm not super familiar with them. I know it's a podcast. I know that the people involved in the podcast, and this is coming from Augie Carton's podcast, listen to it. They're theater guys, so that's kind of where that ties in. And like I said, the proceeds, Happy Hour guys goes for Sing for Hope and School of Rock. Carton Brewing, yada yada yada, and that'd be that. Cool label. It's basically your typical Carton label, except inverted. Instead of the white, it's on the black, and then you have like a little bit of kind of like rock thing going on in the background. So I dig it. So yeah, they were kind of talking about like lip balm and aerosol spray. It's just a bunch of fun speak, I guess you'd say. I'm gonna grab a different glass here, actually. Go to show you what I got going on glass-wise. Yeah. See what she has to offer. Now, the Black IPA. Can go a bunch of different ways. The whole style in general, I don't know. They call it Imperial Black Ale. I'm probably more in line with that as far as my brain makes sense of this beer. Darker beers like that, but I get it. So they can be good, but they're not good because they're black IPAs. They're just good because they're good beers. So hopefully this is one of the latter. Gravity-defying creaminess. This is exactly what the definition of fucking Merriam-Webster Dictionary of creaminess is. Really nice compact bubbles, sans a couple stragglers, but I mean that looks like a creamy whip of a fucking head on there. So yeah, we're off to a pretty good fucking start. I'm not gonna give this a swirl because I'll give it a little one. Try to open it up a little bit, but because I ain't gonna go anywhere. So yeah, try to get a nose through this head. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get too much because of how dense this sucker is. So let's see what she's got. Oh, it's dark. Obviously, I'm not gonna sit here and talk about how dark it is because you can't see anything. Resin, piney resininess. A little bit of roastiness. I'm getting this weird kind of fruit, though. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Yeah, that piney resininess is almost candied, like you reduce it down with a little bit of sugar in like a pan or something like that. Yeah, it smells... that little bit of fruitiness. I can't pinpoint it. It's an exotic fruit. It's like a tropical fruit, but a specific kind of fruit. But yeah, it's got this tropical fruitiness to it, and this piney, candied resininess to it. A slight roastiness, but it's very, very minimal. And that's pretty much it. It smells pretty vibrant, actually. You look at your darker beers, and you expect something a little bit more guttural, a little bit more heavy. This beer tends to have like lighter vibes going on. So yeah, it smells absolutely interesting. So she looks cool. She smells fun as fuck. Let's see what she's got. Cheers. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to figure out what the fuck's going on here fruit-wise. Everything I talked about that was in the nose is pretty much there in the mouth. It's a little bit more amplified, actually. The mouthfeel's nice. I wish it was a little bit denser. But if you're starting to get denser, you're getting an Imperial, hopped up Imperial Stout Porter range. So I get it. That the candy kind of piney resininess is there. And that fruit, I'm guessing there's going to be there's some new school super juice fruit hops thrown in the mix here. I think there's some old school C's in there, or old school hops, but I think there's some new school in there too, and it's giving me this kind of like candy juiciness kind of somewhere around in there, and that's kind of throwing me off a little bit. I think this is a little bit of a vision taste kind of fucking clash here, where I'm expecting something a little bit different. So yeah, that candy kind of pine needly vibe is super fucking cool. Mouthfeel, I enjoyed a little bit more each time I sip it. I get it. I probably wouldn't want it to be a little bit denser now, because I think it would just turn into something a bit different. It's pretty sweet. That piney resiness, like I said, is more of a candy thing, so you're not getting super bitterness. You know, a little bit of dryness, a little bit of bitterness, but it's more sweet, and so it's not as balanced. And there's that like kind of lingering tropical fruitiness kind of floating around in there, and it kind of just juxtapositions the shit out of your brain to the point where you're like, I'm not sure what's going on, because it's a dark beer, and there's piney and resiness going on, and you get that fruitiness. So it makes you kind of a little bit taken back, a little bit confused, which I think is a really fucking fun thing, because I like to be confused because I'm not sure what's going on, and it's kind of what I dig about beer. So yeah, I dig it. I fucking dig it. I mean, I've had my fair share of Carton beers. I wouldn't say they are my favorite brewery in the world as far as just visceral beer, but they're definitely one of my favorite breweries as far as just kind of like fucking with shit. You know what I mean? They get technical. They just like to fuck with shit, man. They like to tweak and do weird things and kind of just come up with odd kind of flavor profiles, and in a good way, because there's some people that try to just be weird for the sake of being weird, and motherfuckers don't lay in that shit, and it just comes off as a red hot dumpster fire of fucking shit-tasticness. They come up with really cool flavor combinations that, while some of them are interesting, but no more than one beer and I'm good kind of thing, they're always well made, they're always fun to drink, and that's pretty fucking cool. So yeah, let's talk about it. Is one of the better Cascadian Dark Imperial Black Ales I've had as of late. Yeah, I can't remember the last one I have, so it defaults to that position. But if I had a couple, I think it would be up there, because just the flavors that are being bounced around here play off each other in a good way, in a sharing way, but also in a kind of abrasive way at the same time, to the point where it kind of makes your tongue and brain kind of like, what the fuck's going on kind of thing going on, and that's exciting. Value and availability. It's Carton, so I assume it's anywhere between $12 to $18 for a 4-pack, and pretty much have to go to the brewery to get it, I assume. Or most people give it to you. Thanks, George. And then say if you like what we like this. If you like hoppy beers, and you like darker beers, and you like weird beers, and you like being, kind of challenged, I guess you would say, with flavor, and just having something that's a little bit different than your typical kind of dark ale, Cascadian dark ale, black IPA kind of thing, because it definitely is not that. It's its own entity, and that in itself is pretty cool. So you want something interesting to give us a whirl, because that's what it is. So there you go, another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. If you did, or you didn't, or somewhere in between, please leave a comment in the comment section below, and like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. If you want to check us out anywhere else on the internet, you can. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Untapped, Massive Beers, and all 4 of those places. And yeah, another review down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice Imperial Dark Ale, Black Ale. What are they calling it? Imperial Black Ale. There you go. Right now, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.
All right, and we're back. Haven't done this one in a while, so tonight, a little review ski of School of Hops by Carton, which, if you know me, I love Carton. I love Augie. I love everything that he does, and I need more of this product. This one is going to be School of Hops. I believe it's one of his newer ones. It's Imperial Black, weighing in at 8%, so I figured I'd give this one a shot. Give this a little review for the people that have been dying of anticipation for the last, the latest and greatest troll review, subsidiary of Massive Beer Reviews. Right off the bat, this This totally says that it's a black ale, and you know it's dark. So right off the bat, he's telling the truth, 100%. That's why I like that guy. No BS guy. He just does what he does. And there's that. As Matt from Master Beer Reviews would say, it's got about a finger head, you know, a little skosh of, you know, head, and it definitely smells like a really good beer coming out of Jersey. Yeah, I'm nowhere, like, if this is your first time seeing one of these, Matt does a lot more of the breaking down. I just smell it just to be like, yeah, it's beer, it's awesome, and it's cool. So I'm gonna give it a little taste and see what's going on with this thing. Cheers. All right. Judging by that, like, that was very clean, very, very awesome beer. I'm a homer for Carton, so I'm obviously gonna praise the hell out of it. It's a great beer. It's worth it for me to spend 2.5 hours one way to go and get a case of beer from them. It's worth it. Other than that, just overall a great beer. That's another review in the books. On a scale of 1 to 100, I'd give it like a 108. If you can hear lightly in the background, I've got Snow's Informer. That's exactly what my taste buds are doing right now. They are dancing to Informer. Look for these guys coming up in later troll reviews. Just to let you guys know, I don't just have the box. I actually have the bottle itself. So, yeah. There we go. Little burp there. I hope you're enjoying your Black Friday, just having a great beer. Hopefully it's School of Hops. And Augie, if you see this, I'll be down one of the days, babies. I'll be down one of these days, and we will definitely hang out one of these times, maybe. Probably not, but, you know, whatever. Have a good one.